Hello, I thought I'd give you a wee tutorial today on pitch and tempo. Now when I say pitch or key, it's the musicality of the song. So if a song is in the key of A minor, it'll resolve here, or A major, but you don't have to worry too much about that. And you might not even understand sharps and fifths and what have you, but if you go to the user profile and go to library, you can see the key notation. You've got a choice of sharps, flats, open key, and Camelot. Now, I come from musical background, even though I was a DJ first, so I recognize A sharp, G flat minor, all that kind of stuff. And as you can see, I've got them here on the screen: A sharp minor. Now these can be changed. Just tap it, and at the top you can see you can adjust it. So you can adjust it manually, and then hit done, and then you're done. I'm not doing anything to that one. There is another way to do it as well. I'll show you that in a second. But in the old days, when you were looking at one of these turntables, not these turntables, but like a vinyl turntable with a slider, a slider, sorry. I was right the first time. So if you're playing a song and you want to slow it down, unfortunately, you're going to lower the pitch as well, which doesn't sound that clever. Likewise, when you speed it up, the pitch of the song increases as well, but you don't really want that. If you do want that, then that's fine, you've got that. The way to stop that is just hit that key lock, and now slow down, but the key stays the same. Speed up, but the key stays the same. Okay, so that's fantastic. Now, like I was saying before about mixing these things, if you wanted those, that's a very bad example because they're in similar. Okay, now there we go. Here's one. All right, this should work fine. They're both 90 BPM, so that's cool. Now this one's in C minor, this one's in A sharp minor. So all you do is you've got your whatever deck is playing first. So I want this one to match. All I do is hold down key lock, and you can see there I held it down for a few seconds and it went to A sharp minor, same as this one. Okay, so the key that was pretty good actually. But that's now much lower. As you can see, it's down by 2. Now that might not seem a lot, but it does actually make a big difference to the song. It's quite nice, but this is the actual key. Just hit it again, by the way, and it goes to the proper key. That's the actual key of the song. And by the way, these are all my songs, so don't worry, I'm not stealing anyone's work. These are all my songs. Any films you see with me DJing, it's my own stuff. So there you go. That's a quick pitch and loop tutorial, but pitch and key tutorial. But I feel like I've forgotten something. So let me just look everything over. Make sure that's on if you want it to stay at the same key when you move the slider. If you want it to switch to the same one as this one, hold it down. And when you want it to stop, let me just see where we are here. So you want this one to match this one, just hold it down, and then it's matched. But you've changed your mind, hit it again, and then it goes back to its normal key, but now it's not locked, so if you want to lock it again, just do that. Okay? Yeah, I think that's everything actually. Oh, and another thing, if you're changing to match keys and the key signature changes to something completely different to this, don't worry, it's just that this machine thinks this is what I think is the right key for you. It might not be, but then the original might not be in the same key, but it won't make a difference. They still work together. There's an example I did the other day in one of my mixes where one was in A minor and one was in D minor, but they actually sounded really cool when they were working together because a lot of the same notes are in both keys. So there's an overlap where it will sound fine, and there's parts where it'll sound a little bit strange, but that shouldn't worry you too much. Obviously, most DJs mix beats, they don't mix melodies and chords because that's just suicide. But if, like me, You have no choice because your songs are mostly melodic and very rarely centered on beats, then that's the way to go about it. So I think I've covered everything. I'm going to go away and watch this now and then punch myself for forgetting to say something. But I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to my channel, like if you like, and I'll be back very soon with another one. Oh, yes, I'm back. I remembered. So, if you want to sync the BPMs, it's very, very simple. So this one is in 90, okay? And you want this one to match it beat-wise, just hit sync. And as you can see, it's now gone to 90 as well, okay? But the keys shouldn't match. Oh, watch this. What happens? See? It's changed completely to D sharp from G sharp. So it's gone down 5 to match C minor. How is D sharp a match for C minor? Well, like I said, the machine will make an informed decision. Let's just see actually if it works. I've got to be honest with you, I don't think that works particularly well. So with the key lock thing, if especially if they're not both minors or both majors, if they're both minors, it shouldn't be a problem. It might sound odd because you might have to change it by quite a few increments. But if it's major minor, you will have problems. It will shift it to something which doesn't seem to work, and it might not work, but it might work. So use your ears. Always use your ears. Mix beats to be safe. But yeah, so you want to match the tempo, just hit sync. And if you're doing a mix and you hit sync on both, that's fine. Obviously the first disc, the first deck is the one that's gonna be the master. So if you've got no sync on, 90 and 86. Okay, now this one was 88, but it's actually moved. So all you want to do there, if you want to get it back to normal, you can see here, it's green here, or it'll be green here. That means it's in that direction. There you go, just slide it back to the white dot, the white light. And then it's in its proper key and it says there 88. And now this one says 86. Now, if I press sync on this now, nothing happens because there's nothing playing on this one. So it will only sync once you press play. See? So there we go. So, to match the tempo, hit sync. The one that plays second, the one that doesn't play first, well, yeah, will match to the one that's playing first. So the first one is like the master and the second one is the slave, if you think about it in audio terms. To match the key, same thing. Hold this down, but that might not work. If they're both majors or both minors, it will work, but you might get quite a weird sound because the pitch is so different. And yeah, I think I've covered everything. So I'm going to get out here before I forget something else, or remember even.